Alright, good morning everybody. We got a couple stocks today that look half decent. We got ABOS running from 656 all the way up to a high here of 14 bucks. We've got NVFY going from lows of 255 to highs here of 387. We've got HCTI going from lows of 367 to highs here of 580. AWIN going from 59 cents all the way up to 83 cents. We got BRQ West going from lows of 17 to highs of 22 cents. We got GP going from pretty much lows here of 373 to highs of 570, so pretty decent range on that one as well. We probably have a couple new things that popped up on the scanner, but we're not really too concerned with those because they're pretty low volume still. Maybe PRFX. No, not really. Well, it's got 1 million volumes, so this one should have a potential to pick up. I don't know if I really want to do any lines on it, though. But you never know. This could go, so we should probably chart it out at least a little bit here. Yeah, not a whole lot on a 15-minute scale. Yeah, we'll see what we can do with that. Maybe this does something. I forgot to move. Okay. Okay. Alright, so we got ABOS opening up here. It is heading down to the 200, so we are going to be going for a trade with this. I'm hearing a double of me. 1 second here. Okay, there we go. Alright. Let's go. ABOS. We're looking at maybe, let's say 1060. We'll go 1060. Try for 12 bucks. Like a 1020 stop. Alright, cool. Getting our entry here on ABOS. And VFY moved up quite dramatically there to VWAP, so we're going to let that hold for a minute. HCTI is another one I'm kind of interested in, but we're seeing a lot of selling pressure here, so we're going to actually wait a minute. This should come back down. AWIN's too low, I think. We'll check on the 5. Oh, 5, you know what? We're getting close to this bottom band. We got support here at 68 cents. We'll keep an eye. Maybe we take this at 68 cents. BRQS not doing anything. GP did have a spike up as well. It's coming back down a little bit. PRFX is also looking like it kind of wants to move. We had quite the move early on. Wow, way to go. That was quick. Way to go. Nice money there. We're getting that bounce on ABOS here. So you had a chance to get down as low as like maybe 1040 for an entry. Maybe even a little bit better. Yeah, I think it was 1034 at the bottom here. So anywhere around here is going to be good for an entry. We're at 1070, so if you got 1040, if you can get a 1-to-1, make sure you trim. So like, we'll say trimming ABOS 1075-ish, something like that. ACTI still heading up. NVFY Yeah, coming back down a little bit, so we'll wait on that. Awin here does look like it's kind of holding in this spot, so we could try this as well. I think this one's a little more risky, but might be worth it here. 0.69. We're going to go for 0.76 with a 0.60, 68, 67. We could go 67, and then that gives us a little bit of room here below this area that we're kind of thinking it might bounce off of. ABOS breaks down, so if you took a trim, great. If you didn't, we're getting very, very close to stop out here. It's supposed to be stopping around 1020. Depending where you got it, if you got in a little bit lower than 1060, you can move their stop down if you want, but I don't really see much of a point. I don't think it's going to hold if it breaks down much further. So far, so good. It does look like it's holding, but hard to tell at this point. ACTI still looking to break out. AWIN, nice pump there to 73. So another, if you got in on Awin here, you're probably going to want to take profit around that point. We actually hit 74 at the top. So we're going to say trimming Awin 0.73-ish. Anywhere around there is going to be good for your first trim. In fact, we're kind of past our first trim point anyway. GP starting to break out. Not really liking it. PRFX is $10. I don't really want to play another $10 stock, but if we see some good movement out of this, maybe we'll take a shot at it. HCTI just breaking out. Alright, so we're going to try and play HCTI then. I think it's still pretty risky, this high. It actually might just be halted now. I think it's halted. Give it a second, it'll pop up on the halt scanner. Yeah, it's definitely halted. It's 635 halt, so we're looking at 640 unhalt. It's got 5 minutes. Awin back down now. ACTI halted. ABOS came very close to stopping us out. Bounced pretty nicely there. Still looking for a big move on this. ABOS looking good. Still got quite a bit of selling pressure here around the top, but we'll see. ABOS is starting to break out. We're at 1080. Come on, ABOS. ACTI is still halted for a couple minutes here. Awin back up as well. Down close to the 200 on PRFX. Yeah, we could be looking at maybe a 937 entry. I'm not really sure if I want to take it though. We'll see. And VFY is down pretty good here. We should be hitting an area of support, 290-ish. Am I full on anything? Not right now, nope. Took some profit on ABOS, took some profit on Awin here. And VFY kind of dropping a little bit further than expected. So I probably won't touch this right away. Still breaking down a little bit. We'll leave it be. Whoops. This computer's got Windows 11 on it, which is kind of annoying. I really not a big fan of the upgrade. Yeah, we're still waiting on AWIN to do something here. NVFY still breaking down, so we're not going to touch NVFY here for a little bit at least. ABOS had a nice spike up to 11.29. If you were quick enough, maybe you took some more profit. We're back down now. HCTI's got 2 more minutes until it unhalts. AWIN looking to break out here, it looks like. Lots of buying pressure on that last candle. What's NQ doing? Looks a little boring today. Alright, 1 more minute here on HCTI. ABOS breaking down a little bit. Again, getting very close to that stop. Reaching 74 cents again on AWIN. Probably looking for 75 to take some more profit. PRFX still breaking down. Alright, 640 HCTI should be unhalting here any second, so we want to try to get in on this probably. We'll have to wait and see what it looks like. Alright, down big. I'm going to jump in here. So about $6. Maybe we could wait a little bit longer. We're going to try for maybe like 750. And we need to give this like a decent stop when we get in. Is it halted again? Ah, damn. Alright, well, we'll try again in a minute. Was not able to make up my mind quick. You know what? Maybe that saved me in the long run. We'll see. Getting into a downward halt isn't necessarily the best move anyway. NVFY starting to look like it was going to curl up here. Then we saw a little bit more of a drop. So this could be just dead for the day. ABOS still pretty close to stop here, but we've gotten at least a couple trims out on it. NVFY still keeping an eye on it. I want to see what happens with that. PRFX is also pretty low. Anything new popping up? We got RMTI possibly. Yeah, RMTI is kind of moving. 350 to 385 is not really great. PRDS. Nope. Yeah, not really on drug either. I don't really like that. CDZI. 390 to 425. Not bad, but not a lot of action on this one either. So it could be a boring start to the day. We've got GP here. Slow grind up, but not a lot of conviction on these candles, so I don't really know how much higher that's going to go. ABOS again, ekes closer to stop, and we've got NVFY breaking down. AWIN still having a hard time hitting 75 or anything higher. CDZI is dropping down to the 20 here. PRFX starting to maybe curl up. What's it look like on the 5? We're right on the 200 on the 5, so I'm going to go with a PRFX play. We're going to go for probably a 940-ish entry. We're going to try for 11 bucks. It's kind of far away, but you never know. We might get there. And then we probably want just a flat $9 stop. I was going to say $9.20, but I think $9 is probably going to do us better. Alright, so we're moving up here. We're looking for about 40 cents for that first PT. So if you got it around 940, you're looking at about 980 for that first PT. So right here. ABOS bounces again. A went down to that 69 cent level. See a good spike up to that 980 level on this. 68. Breaking through 68 a little bit here, so we could see a stop out on the remainder of AWIN. 960 here. Looks like it's going to be a stop. Come back to that. Nice drop on GP. All right, we're at 973 here. We're almost at that 980 mark, 974, 975, 978, 980. There's the trim. PRFX, 980. So we're looking for probably 1020 now for the next one. NVFY continuous breakdown. Abbas not really doing much, and then we've got something that almost stopped us out, but it didn't yet. Anyways, looking more bullish now, so we might actually pull back up from here, so that's good. ABUS doing all right. Nope, ABOS stopping us out on the remainder. Well, at least we got a little bit out of ABOS. We got a lot of things that look like they should be doing something, and then they just don't. ACTI's opened up, so this is kind of a spot on ACTI where I think we could see a bounce around that 570 mark. 570. We're gonna try for at least $7. Okay, 550. What are we looking at here for 550? Yeah, you know what? I think 550 is probably about as good as it's gonna get. HCTI, because if we start breaking down from this VWAP level, we could see a nasty drop anyway. So you might even be able to move that stop up closer. I'm going to jump in here because I was looking for a spot, and I guess this is about as good as it's going to get. No point in me moving up my stop now because I'm only 6 cents off from it anyway. So we'll see if we hit stop or if we start moving back up. ABOS breaking down, we got NVFY breaking down, but we are at a support level here at 270, so keep an eye on that. 5 minute, not even close to 200 though. Nice recovery there. 570 on this. 576, I'll be looking to take some small profits. $576. Didn't even get it. Stopped me out anyway. Let's say CTI. It does look like it wants to turn around though, so I'm thinking, you know what, it might be worth jumping in on it again. I'm just trying to figure out where. Now I'm thinking maybe 533 on the 20. That's on the 5 minute. That could be the spot. So we're gonna take another crack at this. HCTI, about 530. Gonna go 5. Yeah, I still think $7. We could have another secondary run here and maybe like 5. Like 510, but that's really close to this area of support. Now I'm gonna give it 510 anyway. I can't stretch it, so unless I get a better entry. So we're gonna move this up to 510. If we can get a better entry, lower your stop. Okay, so 525, this is looking good. 522, I'm going to take that for an entry. So at 522, I can actually probably move this down to like 502, and that gives me a little bit more room. Not guaranteed that this is going to hold, but it's not looking terrible. CT. PRFX still bouncing around here. ABOS not doing anything, and VFY kind of bouncing here. We're back up to that 535 area. 540, I'm going to be looking, 542 specifically, I'll be looking to probably take a little bit off the table. So I think that that covers my 1-to-1. Right there. So AWIN stopped us out. ABOS stopped us out. All our remainders got stopped out here. HCTI is still doing okay. PRFX is doing all right as well. As long as we don't see a new low, I won't be super worried. Nasty drop on NQ. Finding an area of support right on VWAP. Probably going to go for a bounce. And we have HCTI back down. A little bit of a pump. All right. 535. Almost 540 here. There's 540. I'm going to start alerting a trim. Trimming HCTI. 542-ish. Perfect. Just tapped it. Alright, so the next one's going to be about, yeah, probably 560, 565, something like that. Something in that area. GP booms to $5. Should have caught it on this dip, but it did break down right to support, so 559 to, or 459 to 520 would have been pretty good. PRFX starting to break down lower here, so that's not what we want to see. So, I mean, you could cut here if you want because we are breaking down lower. GP, it's kind of a slow grind. I'm not sure. I don't really like playing slow grinds because you can never really tell when they just stop doing that. Let's take a look on the 5-minute. We are at support at 66 cents. I don't see us dropping any further because if we start dropping further, most of the volume from today is held here. So I'm going to try an AWIN trade off this 66 cent level. We're going to go for 75 with a 0.65 stop. So we're only going to give this, what, 0.65, not 75 stop. We're only going to give this like 1 cent because I really think it's going to hold. And I don't think I need that extra. If he gets 65 and I put a 65 stop at the bottom, go for it. HCTI not looking too bad. Yeah, not looking great on a PRFX here. It does look like it's starting to break down further than it really should be, so I think we leave this one alone. Boring morning, that's for sure. We're almost done the first half hour here, and not a lot of trades. We got like 5 trades. And that usually means the second half is going to be way worse. What do we can get rid of this. We got PMN that halted. So this is something we could keep an eye on. That's really it. That's the only new thing I can see. Preclinical data, Alzheimer's Association International Conference. Interesting. Breaking back down HCTI here. Abbas breaking down as well. AWIN broke down as well, so we stopped out on that. We don't really want to touch that. The only other place I can see maybe this bouncing off of is the 200 on the 5, but it's still pretty low there. So we'll see. We'll see if we get a bounce. I don't think I'm going to take a trade off it, but the information's there if you want to. HCTI also not really looking great here as we start to break down further. Yeah, definitely too far away from the 200. Again, this is something where if it starts breaking down past this 440 line, we probably don't really want to touch it. We're a long ways away off from that, but our next potential bounce area is going to be 487 if it does continue dropping, or 485, I should say. NVFY, just no volume on that. Even HCTI's got like almost no volume. AWIN continues to drop. We'll see if we can get some volume off this 63 cent level. Maybe there's a chance we bounce. Nice recovery on HCTI, bringing us back up to 516. So relatively close to our entry point. We already got one trim off, so you could, if you're worried about it continuing to fall, you could cut around here for break even on your remainder and just take your small win. And VFY is starting to make its move back up. Volume increased the last two candles, which is good. Bands are coming in pretty tight though. PMN's unhalted. I think we'd probably try to take this PMN. Gonna go for at least $8. Risky trade, but might be worth it. I need a trim. Sure, PMN $9, somewhere around $9. Because we actually moved up very fast. Actually, that ended up being a really big win. I didn't get quite the $9 mark, but okay, yeah, I guess it didn't even hit the $9 mark, so that'd be why. 884 trim's not bad then, from about 730. Back down a little bit now, so we're basically back down to the 730 area. This could continue up, so I'm going to hold on to my remainder here, but that was a nice little pop from 733 to about 890. Dropping a little bit further here, we are past our stop on PMN, so we're going to be stopping out on our remainder. Remainder of PMN, might try again, because this is looking like it wants to go again. Lost my mouse there for a second, too many screens. Yeah, so I think I am going to try to jump in on PMN again because still looks pretty decent, 730-ish. Gonna go for $9 at least, and then we'll go with another, I don't know, $7 stop. We might end up a little bit lower though. Yeah, we can't have a 650 stop if we're getting in 730 though. It's just not going to happen. I'd rather stop out and then re-enter down there than I would to take such a big stop if it does just keep going down. So just if you want to, you can wait for a better entry than 730. It looks like it could come back down. You might see it drop back down to $7 flat first. 720 is not bad. 715, 690, 680. I'm gonna jump in here. Jumped in on the drop. 680. 650 SL. So our stop's gonna be, does that even save us? Maybe just barely. If it doesn't drop any further, we'll be fine. So HCTI does stop us out on the remainder. Ooh, buddy, it's getting close. And VFY, not really doing a lot. ACTI bounces back up. AWIN. Yeah, it's still dropping a little bit further, so not really sure I want to do anything with that. PMN does stop us out. I still think I'm going to try again, though. Last time here, PMN. 650. We're going to go for, again, $9. And a 620. We'll give it the maybe 630 this time. Trying this again. And here we are. We're up at 730. It's if you got in, time to trim. Just like a huge jump there. Sometimes you just feel it. Almost at $8. Where did I get in? About 660. Uh, 781. I think we can get higher. Oh, so our stop here, if we got in around that 650, 660 mark, you could probably put this down to like 630. Yeah, 630. Giving it 30 cents is fine. I wouldn't give it more than 30 cents, though. HCTI comes back after stopping us out. Damn it. We could look for a re-entry if it bounces back off this above 512 line. So we're really watching HCTI, PWM, PMN, don't know why I said PWM, maybe AWIN. I think that's it. I don't really like much else. There's GP if you want something a little bit slower. We could get rejected off the 20 here on HCTI. PMN's down a little bit. We got way more than our 1-to-1 on PMN, so if we do hit stop, it's fine. We'll still walk away with some cash, but I would like to see this keep going, because if it breaks down further, I don't know if it'll be coming back again, and, well, we still have half an hour to attempt to make plays, so hopefully that's not the case, because, yeah, really the only other thing I can see that might look good is HCTI, which I should just put out an alert right now. HCTI. We're looking at getting in around 512. We'll be going for probably like $6 with it. Could probably give it $4.95. Yeah, about $4.95 for a stop. So that's around where we want to be. PMN breaks down, hits the stop, so we are stopping out a little bit here on PMN. Still made almost a full dollar off it though, so I'm okay with that. ACTI, but again, now we've broken down a little bit further, and we basically filled this gap back down, so we're at 514 right now. We're almost at that 512 level. We're past 512, so get in anywhere here. We're not doing anything. PWM. This does look like it wants to go back up though. No, I think I'm good. I think I'm gonna leave it alone. I think we're winning more than we're losing on it, but it doesn't have quite the momentum I want, and I feel like I'm gonna get faked out. So we'll see if that's the right decision. If we were looking to get in, it'd probably be right here. It's about 640, 642, 643, something like that. Our stop at that point would probably be about 20 or 30 cents, so maybe 610 if we really pushed it. HCTI with the 495 stop is right here. Our first PT, I got entry around 506, so you're looking for about, I mean, you only really need 10 cents, so you could go as low as like 516 at that point, but I think I'm going to try for at least 520 before the first take profit anyway. You're new into crypto? That's good. This isn't crypto, this is stocks. But same. Charting is all the same regardless. And VFY is coming back. It didn't really do a retest like we were hoping for around 270, but if we start breaking through this 290 area and break through the 200 at 294, I think there is a good chance that this might come back. PRFX, nice candle as well. ACTI still slowly breaking down here. We're hoping to not see a new low. NQ looking like it's probably going to come back down to the 200 line. Good thing we didn't touch PMN. It looks like it'll be hitting stop. We hit stop on HCTI. So like I said, we could try to take a play off of the 200, which is right here, 488. And I think that that's probably a good bet. HCTI. So we're going to try again. We stopped out there. HCTI off the 200. So, you know, if you're looking for a perfect entry, you're looking for about 490. You're probably going to try... $6 seems really far away, so I'm gonna start lowering the price target there, 580, and then like a 480 stop, because you don't really need a lot of room here either. So hopefully you jumped in on that drop when we were talking about it. If you did, take some profit. Just sorting things out here. Yeah, I should alert a trim. HCTI, what are we at here? 516, 515-ish, we'll say. Anywhere up here is going to be good. Alright, so we're probably... Oh, I just moved a support line here. Oh, well. Actually, I know what I can do. Yeah, there we go. 632. It wouldn't have stopped us out. Look at that. So close. What a pain. And VFY is hitting that 200. This is point where we suspected it could get rejected, so we'll see. As far as HCTI goes, we're looking for probably about 540 for that next PT. Back up to $7. Just reading through some stuff here. Burning some time watching the stock run without us. And VFY, it does look like it's gonna hold. Could be retesting 289. It's too high though. I think it's too high for me to want to jump in on it now. GP's down, we got ABOS down. AWIN's in a spot. Like, it looks like it's gonna come back from here. But again, the volume is pretty low right now, so kind of hard to say. Ugh, PMN's up so high. We'll see. Might be worth taking, but I kind of doubt it at this point. I mean, we might see it back up to 820. Yeah, that's a whole dollar though. That's still pretty decent. I think maybe when we retest back down at the 20 here, we might bounce right off the 2619. We could maybe look for a re-entry around that point. So we could change this to like an entry line. Move that up to about 619. That's probably where I'd be looking to get in. If we don't get that number, I probably, well, if we don't get close to that number, I probably won't jump in. GP fell. HCTI here looks like it's coming down for a little bit, and then it might pop back up off the 200. PMN not looking like it wants to come back down. AWIN is actually dropping maybe further here, so good thing we're not in it. I think it's almost about time we stop looking for the reversal on this, because it could be a long ways away. ACTI struggling to stay above that 512 line. And VFY, nasty drop. Rejected all the way back to the bottom. We could try a 270 entry on this with a fairly tight stop, and VFY 27. I'm going to say 270-ish because we might not quite get exactly that. We'll go for at least 290 with a 270 or 265. 265? Yeah, 265 is plenty of room. 265 stop. We'll see what that does for us. PMN dropped a little bit. We got HCTI starting to try to break through that area of resistance, not support. PRFX not doing anything, and Q actually held pretty good here. Alright, so ACTI is at 518 now. We haven't really seen it move up much further, which is fine. AWIN's continuing its drop, which is to be expected. PMN left without us again. We didn't quite get the area we wanted, so that too, or the 20's moving up, so we can move it up to maybe 645, see if we can get an entry there. But again, I think we're almost done playing PMN. NVFY, very nice recovery off this 270 area. We're back up to 292. That's actually past PT. So that's NVFY. And I'm going to say trimming some here. I'm going to leave a little bit. You never know. We might see an actual big pop off NVFY. If not, that's fine as well. We got quite the profit off that one, just getting it to 290. So I'd probably take a little bit more, close to $3 as well. Okay. HCTI actually needs to make a move here. This is so boring. NVFY looks like it's topping out here, but we'll see. ABOS, not worth playing. We'll close down that chart. GP probably, again, if you're looking for something that's a slow roll kind of trade, I think GP's your guy here. So maybe like 460. You could try to bring it back up to above $5. Could take you 20-30 minutes, but it might get there. But I won't be playing it, so I'll close that down as well. PRFX, no volume, really not a lot in terms of price action right now either. It kind of looks okay. We broke down from the 200 on multiple levels though, so I guess we'll see. AWIN, I don't think this is going to be coming back. The only thing I can see is maybe if it drops down to 56 cents and hits the 200 on the 15, that could be a really good area of support, and you might see a bounce off that. PMN starting to come down. That 20 keeps rising very fast here. It's 660 for a potential entry, but at this point, you know what? It looks like a consolidation. The volume is low. I don't really like what I'm seeing here, so I'm going to stay out of it, especially because we're so close to done anyway. HCTI is not really doing a whole lot. We're kind of just hoping NVFY here kind of pops so we get a little extra profit to close out the day. Or HCTI. I'll take it on HCTI too. It's just I don't know if that'll happen. If we get a pop on either of these, I'll be happy to close them both out. Because this is starting to really slow down. Nice little pop there, 295. Not quite what we were expecting to see. There's another pop, just not in the right direction. Oh, we did see a dip down to the 20 here at 660, which is where we were looking to potentially get in. I didn't get in because I don't like this consolidation, and I'm not going to be sticking around long enough to see this through, I don't think. But, yeah, let's see what happens. So at 660, we'll probably have a 630 stop. So we probably would have blown... Yeah, it looks like we're going to blow through a 630 stop, even if we did get into this. Yep. So it's a good thing we didn't. ACTI is down. We've got NVFY back up. I think I'm going to just hold these two, but we could probably just close down the live a couple of minutes early because I don't think we're going to take any new trades here. If you're going to watch anything, PMN has a potential as long as it doesn't break down to a new low. HCTI, I think we're sitting near the low here. We're very close to the 20 or the 200, so it's a good area to try to get in and see if it holds. NVFY, we're in a good spot with this one as well. Our stop is pretty far down there, so I think we're okay with that as well. And besides that, we'll just go through the trade tracker real quick and I'll let you guys go. So we made 15K today. That's 2.4% of the portfolio, 8 wins, 4 losses, and our win rate's 75% right now. So it's not great, but you know, it was all around an okay day. That's 51% of the portfolio, or on the alerts. We had one big loss of PMN for 4.4%. The rest of these were pretty tame, so I'm not really worried about it. No real big wins. Our biggest was PMN for 20%, and then another one for 12%. But yeah, I'm kind of hoping this NVFY turns into at least 10%. We're still ways off from that, but it could happen. And then PMN, like I said, if we don't break a new low, you might be able to take a trade on this and bring it back up, but yeah, besides that, I haven't seen anything really new. There's like 1 or 2 new tickers here. LIXT. LIXT could be a potential. It looks like it's halted and unhalted. So, wow, it's all the way back down. So that's something you could play. Yeah, that's really it. That's the only new thing I can see. RMTI. I think we checked out RMTI already. Yeah, we did. It's not looking too bad, but again, pretty slow. So. You know, if you're patient enough for something like that, go for it. If not, don't. Other than that, guys, I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Take care, guys.